Hi, we're your facilitators from the PCAP Creative Writing Workshop for Correctional for the youth to 17 population. This is kind of like a video recording of us just going through what we did in the workshop, specifically our kind of like review zine, where we like picked highlights from what we really enjoyed from the workshop. So yeah, this is the cover of our zine. These are all the people that were in our workshop. Let's say their names. So Dania, that's me, Morale, Fletcher, Lofton, Kubingana, Burpo, Chapman, White, Bertley, Pendergrass, McNeely, Alley, McKinley, Allen, Denhart, Burge, Shannon, Eason, Lawrence Murray. So over the course of the workshop, we read the book An American Marriage by Terry Jones. So it was like part like kind of like a book club. So each week we would kind of pick a theme from the book reading to talk about, and then from there we do like creative writing based off of that theme. So week 1 was stories that transport. Week 2 was honesty, love as an action, making your own family, new beginnings, closeness and intimacy, confronting your past, yin and yang, vulnerability, hope is a thing, sacrifice, and knowing when to walk away. So this workshop was more than a book club. Each week, in addition to connecting to our workshop book, we developed our skills in creative writing using these weekly themes. We explored mindfulness, self-reflection, joy and hardships, creativity and community. We did like stretches and meditations at the beginning and incorporated some like visual art elements. Yeah, we hope you enjoy the sneak peek into our journey. So I'm Dania. I'm a senior at University of Michigan studying anthropology and archaeology. My favorite part of the workshop was probably like the book club part because I'm a big book club nerd. And my favorite book that I read recently was An American Gothic by, I'm gonna have to look up by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. And it was like the best thing I had read in years. And I love reading, so yeah.
All right. Hi, my name is Shannon. I am a junior and also a theater major. My favorite part of the workshop was October and just reading a lot of the stories and talking about scary movies or a favorite candy. I really enjoyed that part of the workshop. And also my favorite book is How to Say Goodbye in Robot by Natalie Stanford.
What's your favorite candy?
Favorite candy? I love chips. I don't really care for candy. I love like potato chips. Yes.
Okay, cool. That's acceptable.
Allie?
Hi guys. Sorry. I'm Allie. I'm a junior at Michigan studying sport management and social work. And I have to say that my favorite week of the workshop was Love as an Action. It was like the prompts were like super interesting to me. I guess it's like it was just an interesting thing to consider, like what like love actually is. And my favorite book is Call Me by Your Name by Andre Aciman. It's my absolute favorite book. And a movie came out with like after the book, and it did not disappoint. So overall, my favorite book and movie.
Cool. All right.
I want to talk about that later. So.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. So we're just gonna go through each page. It'll be one page per like week and theme. Allie, do you want to read the first page?
Yeah, sure.
Are you still gonna share your screen?
Mm-hmm. So I'm recording my screen right now, so it'll be fine. You can like see it.
Oh.
So are you able to pull it up?
Oh,
or I can
okay.
share it. I can just share it.
No, mine's pulled up.
Where's it? Okay.
So, am I reading stories that transport?
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. I read the book Freedom Writers. It's when the teacher helped them open up about their feelings no matter what background. And that is from Beeson. And the next quote is, honestly, every book that I read makes me feel different than how I normally feel. I think that's why I like to read. It helps my mind in a good space. That's from Burpo. And the next one is The Mandalorian, or however you spell it. That Star Wars show on Netflix. It made me more open-minded because I never thought I'd like Star Wars. And that's from Fletcher. And this one's from Shannon. My favorite book is How to Say Goodbye in Robot by Natalie Standiford. I read it when I was a preteen, and it was the first book to ever make me cry. Imagine a world where everyone put others first, even if it meant leaving a person's life forever. And the next one is from Lofton. When I saw 12 Years a Slave, it made me realize how fortunate I am to live in this generation and proud to be Black. This next one is from Pendergrass, and he said, Diary of Anne Frank, because it made me think about how in that time era people were affected.
Cool. Sorry if my handwriting is like awful.
No, I mean, the same. So
Okay.
that's why I typed everything.
Okay. Honesty. So this is from Lofton. There was a time in my life when I lied about everything because I thought that I would be better. That I would be better than telling the truth. I don't like hurting people's feelings. Pendergrass. I'm very honest, but sometimes the truth is not the best in certain situations. Denhart. I have never had a problem with the truth. I don't care how it makes anyone feel. I am always honest. Fletcher. Sometimes it's best to keep quiet. At home, I know my mom's stressed out about my situation, me having 30 years in prison as a 15-year-old boy, but I know me telling her I'm feeling sad, horrible, or overwhelmed is just going to hurt her. So when she asks me how I am, I tell her, fine. Fletcher. It's hard for me to tell the truth because if I told the truth, I'd probably hurt their feelings. White.
All right, love as an action. This is from Burpo. Love is a feeling expressed by someone's actions, or a score of 0 in tennis. No story, just an opinion. Growing up in my household as a child, my family was never good at showing emotion. You just had to know, to hope they loved you. Even with me being only 15 years old, I never got hugs or kisses goodnight. On the other hand, sometimes you will see a random act of kindness, just small things to say we love you. And that's from Burpo.
Allie, do you want to read the next one?
Okay, so this is making your own family haikus. And so mine is the first one. My dad is the sun. My mom can be the rainstorm, but still love is besides. I don't know.
Persists. I'm so sorry. I can read the ones where it's my handwriting. It's okay. I can read this one if you could read. Oh my god, I shouldn't have done so much in my handwriting. I have awful handwriting.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I can't read the next one.
Okay, I can read it.
Okay.
Making your own family in haikus. Yeah, so haikus, 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables. So, but it's about making your own family. So Allie's is, my dad is the sun, my mom can be the rainstorm, but still love persists. And Shannon's is, today they wore boots. They always matched their clothing. Each step was in sync. Dania. The girl smelled like oil, the other like a drawn bath. Sisters all the same.
Okay, I can do the next page now.
So sorry.
Oh, it's okay. So this is a Rosebud Thorn chart. And first is Pendergrass, and his rose is talking on the phone. And so again, a rose is a success, a thorn is a challenge, and a bud is a potential. And his thorn is not getting a ticket. And his bud is his tablet. And then White just shared a thorn for this week, and it was getting out of bed. And Fletcher is his Rose is book club, his thorn is the COs, and his bud is stored pictures on JPay. So Benson's Rose was talking to some females, his thorn was getting their number, and his bud was talking to them again. Lofton's Rose was talking to his family, his thorn was waking up in prison, and his bud was pictures. Flicks.
Yeah, he wrote flicks, and then under in in
Okay.
like parentheses pictures because
Cool.
presumably we wouldn't understand it. I didn't understand it, so thank you for putting that in.
And then Burpo, his Rosebuds, I was able to speak to one of my loved ones that I haven't spoken to in quite a while. And his Thorn is my depression dip this week, and I was really struggling. And his Thorn is, I'm really looking forward to talking to my mother later this week. And Shannon said her Rose was, I got to see my sister. Her Thorn was everything is online now, and her Bud is studying with my friend. Yeah.
Okay, so we have Closeness and Intimacy. This is by Allie. Actually, Allie, how about you read it so they can like hear it in your voice?
Okay. I am someone who can sit or get close to people very quickly and easily. I like to ask bold questions from the start, and I don't like to make small talk. I want them to know the kind of person I am right away. And what makes me feel close to someone is if the person reacts to my immediate openness with genuine excitement and the same.
Okay. Dania, how about you do yours?
Okay.
This is you drew this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Amazing.
I do like cute little comics.
You have good handwriting in this one.
So it says, I'm too old to be in the ground. What would I say to a younger me? Because I think the prompt for this week was like, if you could go back in time, what would you say to younger self? So 5 years earlier, in a flash of blinding white light, Dania appears, age 20, mostly grown and sort of grown up. Waking up, Dania, age 15, sad, very sad. I'm future you, and I'm here to say it gets better. You make friends, you fall in love, you forgive the people who let you down, your scars fade, and you pet so many dogs. That's nice, future Dania, but I'm still sad right now, and it's all that I can see. And then there's like a bridge over troubled water.
All right. And they can see your screen right now, right?
Yeah.
All right. So now we're gonna go to Yin and Yang. And Daniel, how do you pronounce this word?
Taoist.
All right. The Taoist idea that two seemingly opposite forces are interconnected and codependent. The duality of our own nature can mean our greatest strengths are also our greatest weakness. Yin and Yang. So this is from Allie. And this is Allie's Yin and Yang. I am a very honest and outspoken person. I am very opinionated, and I am not shy about sharing that opinion with the world. I always want to learn more and engage in discussion about controversial topics, and I like to admit when I am wrong and when I am ignorant on something. That is a strength, but it's also something I am self-conscious about. In being opinionated, I can often come off as aggressive or not understanding of the other side and the experiences of that person that may shape their beliefs. I'm sort of bullheaded with my opinions, and I sometimes have a hard time seeing the other side or changing my beliefs based off of what their reasoning is. There is a balance I need to find, being confident with my opinions and standing up for what I think is right, while also being understanding of other people's circumstances and views and being respectful of that.
I feel like I totally agree with that. I can kind of be like that too. Like kind of self-righteous because like I feel so strongly about what I feel is right, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like you do a good job. I don't feel like you come off.
Thank
like
you. I mean, well, I pretty much agree with like everyone that like talks in class. So yeah, I mean, but so just with people who like, yeah, like I haven't really agreed with anyone heavily. So that's why you haven't seen that side.
Okay, sounds good.
And this is from Shannon. That is me. My best quality is my ability to keep going, but that is also my worst quality. I don't know when to stop pursuing things I want or need. This also means I spend hours obsessing over details and planning out the future of my existence.
I feel that as well.
Especially in coronavirus. I feel like I've become way too self-reflective.
Yeah, because all we have to do is just sit with our thoughts. So, or with them all day long.
Do you feel like that's become worse, Shannon, or are you getting better at it since you wrote this?
It's becoming a little worse.
Okay. How do you know that?
And this is from Dania. I think my greatest strength is my resilience, my ability to adapt to new situations and be my own protector. It has meant that even in the darkest of places, my sense of self has remained intact, and my emotions have remained unpolluted by the manipulations of others. It's also my greatest weakness, and that I tend to be untrusting and unwilling to ask for help. It's turned people who love me away forever, hurting them. It's meant that I've floundered in times where taking a helping hand would have saved me years of pain and suffering. Is that pride or self-preservation?
And I've gotten a little better at asking for help. So
That's good.
to
That's good.
brag.
That's awesome. No, it's a really hard thing to do. And the way that you ended that, like, is that pride or self-preservation? Very interesting questions.
Again, like spending way too much time thinking about myself. Okay.
Moody Mad Libs.
Sorry?
I said Moody Mad Libs.
Oh, yeah. So for a couple weeks, we decided to do like Mad Libs. Figured they're like a little easier. I think all of us had like, we're struggling with motivation throughout the semester doing any kind of work. So the idea with Mad Libs is you're able to put like your emotions into a piece without having to like focus on so much like the wording and stuff. So like the Mad Libs are kind of like just about your current mood, but also especially about vulnerability. So Shannon wrote, I sometimes feel like a turtle because being me right now is cold. Wanting desperately to be smiling, I want that soon. Dania wrote, I sometimes feel like a hot water boiler because being me right now is pressure. Wanting desperately to explode, I want that painful. Allie, I sometimes feel like a tornado because being me right now is chaotic. Wanting desperately to slow down, I want that badly. It feels dramatic reading it, like.
I know, it's so intense. When you guys were little, did you do Mad Libs and then just like put it in like all like the dirtiest words and like the
I was like a weirdly prudish child.
I didn't like them because I really didn't know the difference between adjectives, nouns. I still don't.
I still have to look it up sometimes.
Yeah. Like, what is that? What is an adverb? What is an adverb?
It's like a modified word. And the next one is also like a rose thorn bud.
Okay, I can do it again. So this is for Hope is a Thing week. So Fletcher, his rose is talking to my mom, and his thorn was not fighting, and his bud is getting pictures on JPay. And Pendergrass's rose was I got my tablet. His thorn was being unsanctioned, staying in my room. And his bud is getting off of sanction. Lofton's rose is my mom telling me she is okay. And Lofton's bud is I lost a bond that can't be replaced. And his thorn is making my family proud of me.
Proud.
I feel that one.
Good job.
Yeah. And then Denhart, his rose, is that a palm tree? That's cool.
It's supposed to be a lily.
Oh. Yeah, I can do that too.
So sorry.
It sucks.
I talked to the shorties. I really just wanted.
I got to talk to the shorties.
Yes, to the shorties.
The shorties, yeah, multiple.
You gotta say it right.
Yeah. What?
I said you gotta say it right.
Yeah, sorry.
You have to say it with the confidence required to say a word like that.
I got to talk to the shorties.
Okay, maybe you should. You just should.
Okay, wait. Okay, somebody else read that.
I'm not reading it.
My sister gave a girl. My sister gave a girl. I don't want to talk to the address here. I understand. And Bud is store. I understand that as well. Dania, Rose is this Zine. Is Zine? Zine.
Zine, like short for Meg.
I'm thinking of Vine.
Yeah.
Thorn, OCD flaring up a little. Bud is pictures of llamas.
And when we completed this, Ashley, who like is
they don't know who Ashley is.
Sent like a bunch of llama pictures. So it is no longer a bud, it is a rose. I got to see llama.
And since we're dropping Ashley name, Ashley Lucas is the coordinator of PCAP and is the reason we are doing all of those things. She is over all of our workshops. So if you have any questions about our workshop and the things that we're doing with PCAP, Ashley Lucas would be your person, and you can always just search up her name and she will pop right up because she's famous.
Yeah.
Yes, she is. She's the best. I can read Sacrifices Mad Libs unless someone else wants to.
You got it. You got it.
So Dania wrote, in hard times, I couldn't help but feel helpless. I've had to sacrifice control. I've had to endure being tightly constrained. I've had to pretend to feel satisfied when all I wanted to do was run. Allie, well, that's me, said, in hard times, I couldn't help but feel inadequate. I've had to sacrifice well-being. I've had to endure being hopelessly sad. I've had to pretend to feel happy when all I wanted to do was cry. And Shannon wrote, in hard times, I couldn't help but feel moody. Whoops, sorry, exited out. So Shannon said, in hard times, I couldn't help but feel moody. I've had to sacrifice eyesight. I've had to endure being always blind. I've had to pretend to feel happy when all I wanted to do was sleep.
Yes. Concur.
Yes, if anyone wears glasses out there, you know the struggle.
Yep.
Glasses fixed today, actually. They've been broken for like months. And I've been too lazy.
So have you just been not seeing?
Well, like they had like broken, like just the frame had broken, so I had been able to like tentatively hold it like a little monocle. The things you do to like be lazy that end up creating like much more work for you.
I know.
So knowing when to walk away. It's Allie and Shannon. Allie, do you want to read yours and then Shannon reads hers?
Yeah.
Sure. So this is something I have struggled with a lot and continue to struggle with. I tend to keep people around that don't make me feel good about myself or who talk badly about others. I realize that people who do this, talk about others in a negative light and put their friends down, may very well be good people, but they are making up for a place they don't feel secure in themselves. What I have gotten better at doing is assessing how I feel when I'm around people. Do we lift each other up? Do we show genuine happiness when the other exceeds and truly wish the best for one another? If the answer is no, it is time to walk away. While I wish the best for all of the people I've had and all the relationships that I've had in my life, I do not want to spend my time on relationships that don't make me feel good about myself.
Sorry that part of it's cut off. I like burned the paper to make it look artsy.
No, it does do
Nice.
it looks good.
Okay.
All right. And this is our last paragraph. All right. Knowing when to stand your ground. So my name is Shannon, and my mom was going to name me Destiny, but when I was born, she changed her mind. My mom has dark brown skin, and she expected me to at least be brown, but when I was born, I was lighter than both of my parents. My dad wanted to give me his name, Shannon, because he thought I looked like him, and my mom wanted me to have an American name. A lot of Black families make the sacrifice because with Black and Spanish-sounding names, people are more likely to not get callbacks for job interviews and face resentment from others not being able to pronounce their name. My mom has always gone by a nickname due to people not being able to pronounce her name correctly. This is why I always make an effort to learn people's names because it is the bare minimum.
Agreed. I mean, I have an ethnic name, so I'm like generally pro ethnic name, but like I had a really intense conversation with like a couple of friends. They were like, "Why put that on your kid? It makes their life harder." But I'm like, "But it matter." I don't know. But I really liked when you wrote that.
Thank you. Wait,
Kevin suits you though.
Can you really? Okay, wait. Can you unshare your screen so they can see us again?
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sharing it, so it's fine.
Oh, they can see us now?
Yeah, but I can make us big.
All right. Great. I just wanted to say thank you so much for participating in this workshop. We enjoyed reading everything. We know that this last couple months have been hard on top of everything with a pandemic. So we do appreciate you guys sending in. And of course, we're gonna be doing another workshop next semester. So if you want to participate in that as well, we will be here. We'll be reading what you have to say. We will do a final performance again. So thank you.
Probably see more of my crappy drawings.
Yes.
I think it's
Dania can draw. She can draw very well.
No. It's like visual art, right? So we're gonna read the book, and it's gonna be really exciting. Like,
okay, bye guys.
Skills, but your handwriting can go.
Do we end it? Do we say goodbye?
Sure. Yeah. I also want to say thank you. It's been really meaningful, and like times when it's been really hard to find motivation to do anything at all, it has been really easy to work on this workshop because I know like it's meaningful to me. Hopefully it was meaningful to you. So
yeah, I second that. That it's been really enjoyable throughout the semester. Just to receive your guys' feedback and like how you answer the prompts and just a little bit more about your lives and what you're going through. And like Shannon said, like we do acknowledge that this time is so incredibly hard, and it's really inspiring that you guys are like able to respond to us in the ways that you did, and like even have like humor at a time like this. So thank you, and I'm looking forward to hopefully having you guys in the workshop next semester too.
Yes, and also we are open to feedback. If you're doing your packet and you're like, this sucks, just say it. Like, this prompt sucks.
Right
I don't like this
you can
prompt.
like cross out. We make like spelling errors. You can like cross it out.
Like, I'm gonna write my own thing because this sucks. Let us
correction.
know, like, because we make the workshop for you and we want you to have a good time. So let us know what you want to see.
That's an excellent point. Okay, awesome.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you guys.